Alright, we're all set up in the 4-jaw chuck in the lathe. And I didn't show it, but I went ahead and took the 1/4 inch off the bottom in the mill and filed everything off and got it ready. So I just dialed it in. What I did to dial it in, I had my 2 intersecting points. I found my center line. And then all I did is put a live center in here. Drew it up until I got real close, and I just dialed it in, adjusted everything with the 4-jaw. And I just made a little tap mark like that with the center to see where I was at. And it might be hard to see on the film, but on the camera, I'm sorry. But I'm dead center, so now we're just going to get a center drill in, get it going, and we're going to drill out and start boring. So let's get doing that. We're going to slow it down a little bit. Alright, I've switched out to a 1 inch by number 3 Morse taper. And we're going to slow it down a little bit and drill it out even bigger. I'm going to go down to, what is this, JQ. Now we're at 200 RPMs. Alright, that block's pretty hot. We're going to let that cool down. I'll try to get you a close-up real quick. Looking pretty good so far. Next we're going to get out the boring bar, get it set up so we know exactly the depth that we're going in, and start boring. Alright, I've got my boring bar in here. I've already taken a couple passes. What I'm going to have to do is, I can only go in about 4 inches, and I start to get some chatter and I don't like it, so we'll bore to size, and then I'll endo this, and dial in on the inside again, and then bore the rest to get the rest of that. So, of course I'm not going to show all of it. I'm at 1 inch 125 right now. We need to go to 1 inch 223, so we got almost another 100 thousandths. I'm taking about 20 thousandths cut, so it's going to take a while. WD-40. Alright, I just got done finishing boring this out. This is just one side. I went in about 4 inches. And I just wanted to show you the barrel fit. So that's pretty much perfect. And like I was saying on the print, we're going to cut a slit in here, right across here in the dead center. And then once we drill and tap our screws here, all 4 of those on the side, it'll compress it down and squeeze that barrel and hold it in there. But that's just a rough bore right now. Alright, I've got it bored out, and just to show you guys, it's a pretty good fit. It's actually just leaving just a little mark on the barrel, nothing that you can't just polish off with your hands. So we're going to polish the inside of that just a little bit. We're going to take this out and start laying out our holes and put it in the mill and start doing some milling. Why did you leave the other day without putting numbers on the print?
Uncle Robert, I worked 12 hours and I was hungry.
Well, that's just unacceptable. I'm going to have to let you go.
Whatever, I'm getting to Papa.
Alright guys, we just got done putting this in the lathe and getting our bore and everything done. And I've actually cut some more off the overall length of the whole thing. So my print's just a little bit off. And as you can see, I had to fire my engineer. But he'll be alright. You know, he's got other people that'll take care of him. So anyway, the complete overall length of this block is 6 inches 332 thousandths. Well, I want to take that 332 and divide it by 2. It gives me 166 thousandths. And that's dividing that so that each end is going to have the equal amount. Well, now it's just down to 6 inches. Well, I want 4 set screws to go in here. So I take 6 over 5, and that gives me 1.2 inches. So I add 166 thousandths to the 1.2, and that gives me 1.366. So my very first hole from this edge is going to be 1 inch 366 thousandths, and then I'm going to add 1.2 from there. It gives me 2.566, 3.766, and then finally 4.966. And then I've got a ½ inch from this edge up for my center line. I've already got these scribed in there, and I don't know if the camera shows it or what. But it's pretty much just laid out right now, and then of course on the DRO, once I find this edge and stuff, it'll be pretty easy. Okay, the actual dimension from the top inside diameter to the top of the block is 275 thousandths. We were going for 1/4 of an inch. We're 25 over. It's no big deal. I know that my inside diameter of the hole itself is 1.228. We were going for 1.223. 5 thousandths seemed to work better, so that's what we got. So I've taken the 1.228, divided that in half, and then added the 275 thousandths, which is from here to the inside diameter. It gives me 889 thousandths. That gives me the center line of this bore. And this is where we're going to put our slit at in the aluminum block. So with all that, we'll just put it in the mill and start sewing some machining. I forgot to mention, we're going to put a radius on these top corners, just like the first one that I built for him. So we'll show that as well. You know, putting the radius on here and getting that done. Now I've got our block in the milling machine vise, and I actually got started on working on it and forgot I was making a video. I get so busy with a bunch of other things, and so anyway, I've already got the top ready and set for my radius cutter. Now we're just going to come in and set for this side of the radius cutter. So I'm going to turn the milling machine on. Let me get this close. top set.